ASMR. For those of you that are new around here, I'm Alan. I've been on Monjuro now for 9 months, maybe a little bit longer. I started my weight loss journey at the start of 2025 at nearly 27 stone. And finally, I have broken the plateau that I've been on for the last 2 to 3 weeks. I am now at 22 stone and 3 pounds. I say finally because, as I said, I've been at this 22 stone 5 pounds for 2 to 3 weeks, and it wasn't really bothering me. I had a chat with a friend called Andrew recently, where if I had plateaued in January at the same weight for 2 to 3 weeks, I would have panicked. Oh no, it's not working. Oh no, this is another diet that's failing. But what Monjuro, and I'm sure GLP-1s in general, seems to have helped is the mindset. I know that, yeah, okay, I may have plateaued at the moment, but it's because my body's adjusting, right? And that I know that in the long run, it will kick back in and I'll continue to lose weight. I also have that kind of safety net, that kind of weight loss overdraft in which I know that I've lost 4.5-ish stone. So I'm comfortable in myself that I know that I've done well so far. So give myself time. Also, I've lost 4.5 stone in 9 months. So my body obviously needs to adjust to what the fuck's happening. How's he losing this weight on a regular basis, right? So it needs to kind of readjust to what's the average normal calorie intake, what's the average action movement, just to rejuggle. And also so it knows that, hey, he's lost 4.5 stone. He's starving. It's if I'm fine with no stress for 2 to 3 weeks, the body go, oh, he's not starving, and it won't click into survival mode. It will continue to do what it needs to do. So back to my point. I know I ramble. I'm sorry. 22 stone, 3 pounds. I'm happy that I've broken through that plateau. And how did I do that? I just kept eating healthier and healthier. In fact, I can't remember my last takeaway. And I know that it was Chinese. I think that was 2, 3, 4 weeks ago now. Do I miss it? No, not really. The advantage is that if I've got something in the fridge or the freezer that I know that I can cook, that I fancy, then I don't need a takeaway. I don't dream of takeaways. And lately, I have been eating more and more veg just because I love it now. I think it's because when I was younger, the way veg used to work is that it needed to be boiled to all hell until it's mush, and then there's no real flavor, and then it's more of a texture than a food. And I had the same issues with obviously catering to my kids. Once again, they're not going to eat crunchy cauliflower and crunchy broccoli because it's not cooked and stuff, right? Now I have full control over my food. I don't have to cater to anybody else. Sniff. ASMR. That time of year again where the last dying throes of the grass trying to grow gives me sniffles. Back to my food. So as some of you may have seen in my WhatsApp group, I share my meals. In fact, we all share our meals. If you want to be part of that group, it's completely free. There's a WhatsApp thingy here or here, right? Scan that or click the link down below and you can, chat with us about your weight loss journey. Any questions that you may have, you can share your food. We also have a section where you can talk about any mental health that you have in relation to the weight loss, or you can just chat general crap in our general section. So yeah, I share my food in there and people give tips and tricks, and it's kind of positive affirmation. And yeah, I basically I've been overloading on cauliflower, which I now eat raw out of the fridge like crisps sometimes. Broccoli, the same, and peas seem to be my thing at the moment. And they're cooked in a way that they're basically blanched and then served. So they still have that crunch, but they still have that cooked edge. It's good. I'm waffling about food. I know, it's weird. Is there any way that I would have done this at the start of the year? Maybe, right? But when I first started this whole thing, and the many years beforehand, if I was living alone, it would have been that I'd just constantly eat meat and I'd very rarely eat veg. I've certainly gone off potatoes, not gone off, but it's just been rotated out of my diet and I don't miss them. Because the whole thing used to be like a chicken Kiev and chips or a large shepherd's pie with mashed potato, right? Although that sounds great, if I've got a choice these days between veg and chips, I don't really go down the chip route. The only reason I have chips is the kids love them. And as anyone will know, when you've got kids that are a bit picky, once you find any food that they eat, then that's in heavy rotation. My son is autistic, so he's menu is highly restricted compared to others. He doesn't eat meat or anything like that. So he's heavily fruit, pasta. He does like chips. He likes beans, that kind of thing. So if I'm sat down with a family meal and they're having chips, I'll have some chips. But yeah, I think I've discovered in the last year a newfound love for some quality, fresh, crunchy, sweet veg. And it's surprising because, as I said before, previously it would have been the chicken wings, or I'd eat belly pork, or I'd eat ribs, or I'd get a chicken and I'd eat chicken, right? And I'd very rarely have stuff with it. Or previously, everything on that plate would be kind of yellow, chicken nuggets and chips, chicken drummers and turkey drummers and chips, Kievs. And I think this natural shift towards these foods really have helped me. It also means that I look forward to something different. There's a new vibrancy to my plate. It looks sexier. It's certainly one of those side effects that you didn't really expect when going on the diet. Because let's be honest, when you start the jabs, you've had decades of PTSD, of horrible diets. You're thinking this is going to be a constant grind of salads and stir fries and low calorie wraps. You're going to be messing around with chia seeds and Greek yogurt and bullshit like that. And some people do that. It's great. Wonderful. Some people calorie count through the nose until it's dead. But I've been able to lose 4.5-ish, maybe even more now, stone by just letting the jab do what it needs to do, and then me adjusting to listening to my body and adjusting to what my body asks for. And my body now likes nice, crunchy, fresh veg, much less carbs, and that's the diet that I needed to be on all the time. I don't struggle with it anymore. And I'm hoping that's how things go in future. Now, I will be making a video very soon on the meals that I make. I'm going to show pictures and stuff like that. So if that's interesting to you, hit that subscribe button right there. Also, please do check if you are subscribed, because there's about 50% of you that watch these videos that aren't subscribed. So hit that subscribe button, make sure, check it, tickle it, smash that like button, because it really helps these videos. And as I said, if you want to see these meals, if you want to have a support network that's completely free, scan the QR code that's on the screen or use the link down below, join the WhatsApp group, go say hello. I'm Alan. I'm losing it. Are you?